So I thought that I would do a bit of a spontaneous haul. Wasn't planning on this. Obviously, that was about the most redundant thing that I could have added to that sentence. A spontaneous haul that was unplanned. How about that? Um, I was gonna pick. Well, I had to. I have a flat tire on my bike, and it's really it's slow and it's hard to kind of push it. So but I needed to get that fixed. So I took it all the way to the store, the workshop, whatever, and found out that they're closed for some reason. Limited capacity for a few weeks. Okay, fucking great. I have to I have to take the bike back again. I mean, there are other stores that I could go to, but this is the one that I usually go to. So I just didn't feel like I don't know. I was just tired. I just wanted to. I was irritated, so I went home with it. But before that, I found all this, which made up for all that frustration with the bike. I'm gonna have to drop that off somewhere else. Gonna have to look up alternatives. Anyway, if it wasn't for this, then I would have been much more irritated right now. Um, anyway, yeah, I went into the secondhand store, the one that I usually go to these days, and to my surprise, they had a bunch of things. I mean, you can't really see what this is, but there's a lot of unusual titles here. Some of them are a bit weird. You might think, why did I pick that up? I mean, some of this I'm not gonna keep for myself. I'll sell some of it on and so on. But yeah, I mean, this was just too interesting to pass up on, and I bought 21 of them. I think. I mean, I was charged for 21, so I haven't counted them, but I assume that's right. So I just thought that I would show them off real quick here, and a lot of them are films that I've seen, just kind of fun additions. I thought this could be an interesting video, so I don't know in what order these are in, so I'm just gonna grab them here from the side. Okay, so this is a bit of a hard one to find. Nosferatu the Vampire, a Swedish edition. And they're all $1, by the way, or the equivalent of that. So this one isn't too easy to find. I love that film. This one I absolutely am gonna keep for myself. Damage. I don't know anything about this film, but it's a Louis Malle film. I mean, look at the cast. I mean, I saw Louis Malle and Juliette Binoche, and that was enough. I might just watch this today. I don't know. I'm looking forward to this. Here's something that I was wondering if this was a legit DVD or not. I think it is, or I don't think it's a bootleg. I noticed it says 119, which is the price that they used to charge at this one store that I've. If you go back to my videos, I'm sure you can, create a compilation that goes on quite a while of me saying Backlist, which is the store I recognize the tag from. It's nearby. So they sold this for 119 once upon a time. It's a film called Daughter of Darkness. I don't know anything about this. It's it looks like a Hong Kong film based on the names. Is it? Well, it says Chinese. Yeah, anyway, all region. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Surely this is not a bootleg, is it? I don't. Anyway. I find that. I mean, some bootlegs are really obvious, but others. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it is. You might know more than I do. But this one was too interesting. I have no idea what this is. I had to get that. And here is one that I have actually, but it's really hard to find. Rabid Grannies. I've been wanting to watch this again actually. I saw this many years ago. Some nice gory effects there. Very odd sort of black comedy from Troma. There's more Troma stuff here, by the way. Summer of Fear, Linda Blair. Not sure if this is particularly difficult to get. It might be or it might not be. I'm gonna have to do some research later on for some of these. Or all of them, not all of them, but some of them. So this used to be 89. Okay, just curious. I think I have. Do I don't know if. Let me go and check real quick. Yeah, I do have it in a box set. In fact, Wes Craven box set that I remember buying in Stockholm, in the sci-fi bookstore in Stockholm in 2008. But anyway, so here's a standalone edition. I mean, they're so cheap, and I just couldn't pass up on this stuff. Here's one that I recently sold, so now I have it again, and I think was my copy scratched? I don't know if no, it might have been another one. Anyway, Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD. Yeah, I mean another one that I saw many years ago. Very odd one. I might want to give this a rewatch. I don't know. I do feel like rewatching Rabid Grannies, but I don't remember liking Sergeant Kabuki Man that much. It was more of a goofy comedy than a horror movie, the way I remember it. I don't know why I bought this, but it was unusual, and I like unusual media. Ultimate fights from the movies, over 5 hours of actions, packed special features. So what even do we have here? The total DVD experience, 15 incredible movie fights. Okay, well, what's the special features like? Behind the scenes, a how-to featurette on staging your own movie fight. Anyway, you can see what we have here. Audio commentary. But I mean, I don't understand. Is the audio commentary by Choi Hark for the compilation DVD? That seems like a very odd commentary. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I've never seen this before. Yeah, there's a booklet here as well. I mean, $1 for something like this, it's fun. Let me have some fun. 101 Reykjavik. So who directed this? Baltasar Kormakur. What has he done? I'm pretty sure I've seen something from him. Oh well, I'm gonna have to look that up later. This is a little bit nostalgic because it has a video mix. The store still exists, but it's morphed over the years, and it changed names many years ago. Hold on. I have a fly problem. I don't think I got it. Oh well. I recently saw a documentary called "I Like Killing Flies." I feel the same way. Wow, off topic. I can't help myself. If I see a fly, I want to try to kill it. 101 Reykjavik. Who directed this? Oh yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yes, I was talking about Video Mix. Now being called something else, and that's when I saw the fly. Yes, I remember now. This must have been at least 10, maybe even 15 years ago since they changed their name. And nowadays, really over the past decade, but especially over the past few years, every time I go in there, it's like their movie section is smaller and smaller. And now at my local store, because it's always been like a DVD or a movie / candy store, and then the candy has taken over. It used to be like 50-50, or not even that. The movies, and they had video games as well for rent and for sale. Now you can't rent stuff anymore, and you can barely buy stuff. All of it is like outlet stuff that they just want to get rid of, and I suspect that after a while there will be no DVDs there. But yeah, so once upon a time, 90% or 80% or 75%, whatever, was movies, media. And then the rest of it was like candy if you wanted to get something while you were there. But like I said, it's morphed into this different thing, and now it's a candy store, which I don't mind. They have nice candy, and I go there once in a while. It's a bit expensive, but it's still a bit sad. So see, that was a long tangent, but just the sticker Video Mix there. Very nostalgic. I remember going there, and there was this very, very special feeling going to that store on a Saturday, renting a VHS or a DVD. Well, this would have been VHS at that time, and buying some candy. Anyway, this movie, I should talk about the film. I guess I don't really have anything to say about the film more than this being a rental that was once upon a time owned by them, and it's an Icelandic film that I believe I've heard about. I'm sort of looking through the recesses of my mind. I can't find any usable information. I know that I have looked into Icelandic film, and this one stood out. I wanted to see this, but it was hard to find. So even though this is like a shitty rental copy, I couldn't really pass that up. Here's one called The Girl in the Cafe. I just bought this for the cast. Bill Nye and Kelly MacDonald. I like both of them. And that was it. It's a drama. I'll check that out at some point. And the third and final trauma film, Decapitated. This one I have no interest in seeing again. This is a very sort of poor slasher. At least I thought so at the time, and I would have had to be like 17 when I saw this. So maybe I would have thought, maybe I would think differently now. I don't know. I kind of doubt that I would enjoy this that much, though. Maybe I would. I recently saw a film called Scary Tales, which maybe has a bit of the same vibe, and I really enjoyed that, but I feel like that was much more creative than I remember this being. But do I still have this? No, I have sold this. So I suppose I could add this back to the collection and watch it again, but I have a strong feeling that I'm gonna sell it. Nightmare City, this is a red edition. Again, the sticker here, 149. They never have horror stuff like this. I mean, I mean, all this genre stuff that I've talked about at this secondhand store. I mean, they usually have like, I mean, an abundance of Kill Bills, maybe some Pirates of the Caribbean, a lot of Quentin Tarantino, and a lot of boring movies, romantic comedies, just standard stuff. And then once in a while, I mean, I've said this before, but when you find like a gem, it's like a diamond shining. When you've been looking through DVDs for so many years, you can really spot the ones that stand out. And today was just crazy. Something fell off here. Anyway, and I don't know. They must have gotten a stock from someone specific. I would have loved to find even more than this. Anyway, so Nightmare City, I didn't really mention what kind of edition. I said the red edition, but it's a German edition. I like the cover here. I have this from Arrow. It's a really fun movie. And I couldn't really pass up this edition for some reason. It's a fun edition. Here's something. I usually pick these up, these 20th century classics, if it's something that I am unfamiliar with. Orchestra Wives, number 61. Yeah, Glenn Miller, rings a bell, but I don't really know the people here. Directed by Archie Mayo, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know, I'll look into that. Here's something that I just bought because it seemed exclusive, and I like that kind of stuff. And well, let me just say what it is first. Känning and Sorg, that is the title of a song by the very famous Swedish pop singer-songwriter, musician with this name, Håkan Hellström. The S is not part of his name. But Håkan Hellström, he made a song called that many years ago, and then they made a movie based on his music. It's not like one of these biopics based on somebody's life. It's more like a musical interpretation. I remember who played the main actor, the main character. Did he really? If I'm thinking about it, did he play Håkan Hellström or did he not? I don't think he did, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think it was like. It's definitely not a biopic. Anyway. It reminds me of something like Miles Ahead, you know, that Don Cheadle film. Never mind. The film is here. I've seen the film. It's absolutely horrendous. I don't recommend it. But it has a limited disc here, which according to the cover has 3 hours of special features, which consists of well, this is all in Swedish, but just yeah, behind the scenes documentary, 1.5 hours. So I might want to watch some of that. I mean, it might sound odd, but I enjoy stuff like that. I enjoy just, I mean, the DVD itself just interests me, even though I don't like the film, and I feel like some of this behind the scenes stuff I would absolutely enjoy more than the movie. I mean, if not, then I'll sell it. I don't know exactly how hard that is to find. It says, maybe you could tell, but it says limited edition on the cover, so I don't know how limited it is. I'm not sure if it specifies really, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, and this was fun to find. Let's see if I can think of the name. I know I've seen the Adam Sandler remake of this. I mean, I rented that when that came out many years ago. I can't think of it. The Longest Yard. So I'll definitely watch this. I haven't seen this. Burt Reynolds. Who else is in this? Nobody that I know. Anyway. But yeah, that was a cool find. Now the fly is on my phone. I'm not gonna smack my phone. This is what's the English title? I don't know, but I know what the Italian title is. That's the Italian title. Do you want me to say that? I'm not gonna say that. Country of origin: Italy, Spain, West Germany, and France. 1972. Tonino Valeri, director. James Coburn, Bud Spencer. Yeah, this is a Studio S release. I don't know exactly how obscure, how hard to find. Some of the older Studio S, it's a Swedish, distribution company. They're a bit harder to find. The newer stuff is not. I don't know. I mean, they have re-released some of these kinds of films recently, so it might be a newer release. I did look in the store, but I couldn't find a year. So I don't know if this is a new release or not. I'm gonna have to look that up. Now this is the biggest. What the fuck? What is this? I don't know. Like I said, I like strange media, and there's always somebody who, if you end up not being interested in it yourself, there's always somebody who has that niche that you might not have, who might wanna buy that from you. This Massimo Meda. I don't know if I can really read this here, but it's I have to read it like this. This DVD video has been made for all the people who wants to know and understand Massimo Meda and his complete artistic versatility. It contains an interview made in his house and a video of one day spent with him in his studio while he's working. It's a real and clear message that tells about moments of his life and shows you his three-dimensional technique, quote-unquote, all full of great emotion. Here you can appreciate in its completeness the great personality of the maestro. Yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna like this. It's one of those cases where it's sealed, so do I take the chance and watch this and maybe I get something out of it, or do I sell it because it's more valuable sealed, obviously. I mean, it's very glary here, but you can see some images. It is Italian and menu languages Italian, obviously English friendly. I'm not sure who put this out or when or why. Maybe somebody would add to that. No, I'm not gonna be that arrogant. Sorry. Okay. So that's the weird one here. For me, that's the weird one. The weird pickup of today, but what the hell. So here's an Emmanuel film. Again, look at that. This looks a little bit newer, possibly. This is not a rental, I don't think. Yeah, no, this is all right. This was the sticker they had for DVDs for purchase. That's right. I always keep this on because they are a fun memory, and one day there will all stickers will be gone. So I'm gonna keep mine anyway. Emmanuel, obviously these Emmanuel films are of the erotic kind. I've never seen them. Um, it's just called Emmanuel, not and the something something. Well, here I just said it's not called and the. Here it says in cyberspace. So it's what? Oh yeah, it says Emmanuel Collection. So this is 2 films. I was just gonna say. Yeah, I suppose it is. Okay. I mean, yeah. I'll. I don't know. I'm guessing that I'm gonna watch those. Darklands, Horse Creek. This is a no. Sorry. Wait. What was I thinking of? Well, anyway, House of Horror. I was gonna say. Yeah, Horse Creek. That's another company that gets a bad rap or whatever you say. Swedish company focusing on kind of genre films, and House of Horror. I don't know what. Maybe I sometimes confuse the two, but they seem to release similar editions of horror movies, maybe some subpar quality. I don't know about this Darklands. I don't know any of the actors. I don't know the director. This is interesting. It says age from 16 years old. That's quite unusual. I do think that I'm not sure. I don't know much about this, but the rating for DVD releases in Sweden, at least to some extent, I think that's been very arbitrary. You could kind of put the age you wanted on the back to some extent, so it wasn't really that uniform. Anyway, it is now. Here's a little film called Cannibal Holocaust, Deluxe Collector's Edition, again from Backlist, and I think this next one might not. It's not. Never mind. More genre. I mean, this is crazy. All this stuff. I don't know what happened to me today to deserve this. I once had a really shitty day, and I'm a really shitty day where I was like doubting. I had serious doubt about things. Anyway, I went into the same store that I went into now, and I just seemed to. I just found everything, like everything. And I was like, am I becoming a little bit religious here? Maybe I'm starting to believe in some divine intervention. Somebody saw me up there and like, oh, he's having a hard day. I'm gonna throw some good stuff in his day. I feel like the same thing happened today, but the bike thing was very minor. Anyway, that's obviously a bunch of nonsense, but I'm just saying, sometimes you have a kind of bad day and then your spirits are lifted, or I don't know, you just find all this fun stuff, and as a movie fan it allows you to remove your or turn your negative energy into positive energy and just pour that all over this. Gonna stop rambling. Like I said, this movie well, I didn't say that, but I didn't say what I'm about to say, but I have seen the film maybe just the one time. I don't know. I think I've seen it a couple times actually. It's been a long time. Once upon a time, I guess 2008 maybe. I downloaded it, watched it. I was 16 then, so it seemed like a cool film to watch. Like, what's the most violent thing that I can find? Obviously, this one came up when I did research. I also remember watching a film called Slaughtered Vomit Dolls around the same time, but that's neither here or there. Cannibal Holocaust was one of those extreme films that I wanted to see at that time because they were extreme. Of course, Cannibal Holocaust has a bit of a different reputation. A lot of people think it's a legitimately good movie. I did have I think it was called the Ultra Bit edition, which was really nice, but I sold it ultimately. But now I found a different edition here. Yeah, it just says deluxe collector's edition, which I don't know exactly what's so deluxe about it. I guess picture and soundtrack. So is this what? Picture and soundtrack. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know what's so deluxe and collectors about this. It has still an artwork gallery, 2 trailers, filmography. Well, it does have an interview with the director, so I guess that's the nice thing here. 135 minutes, okay, including bonus features. Yeah, I'm not really that interested in watching this again. I've seen it a couple times. I know that there's newer Blu-ray editions out now, and some of those enables you to remove the animal cruelty scenes, which I think if I were to watch it again today, I might do that. But yeah, that was yeah. I mean, a cool find. I'm not sure who put this out actually. EC Entertainment looks like. Anyway, we got a couple more here. 8 Strikes of Wild Cat, Kung Fu Classics Volume 6. I don't know if this is an Australian. No, it's not. Who put this out? Oh, I see. It's right. I did have a look in the store. It's a Dutch release. It says language English and subtitles Dutch. It's obviously not an English movie or an American movie, so I guess it's dubbed. But yeah, I don't know. Some of these, European, Western, or Kung Fu DVDs can be hard to find. This might not be one of them. I've never heard of the film. Kung Fu is not something that I've been historically that much of a fan of. I love Jackie Chan, but I know that I struggled to enjoy some of his early stuff many years ago. Granted, but they were missing some of the stunts that I enjoyed. So pure Kung Fu, I've seen shamefully little of. So I'll have a look at that. And then finally, I think this might be a hard one to find. I'm not sure exactly. I know it's a Canon film. I'm pretty sure it is. Is it? Yeah, it is. And I definitely am gonna watch this. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. This is really fun for me because I saw. It must have been a couple of years ago by now, but I saw the documentary Electric Boogaloo, which is about Canon. They obviously talked about all these films that they have produced, and so many of them looked interesting to me, and I made a mental note after that to every Canon film that I can find, or at least the ones that I was interested in. I'm going to try to get my hands on. So this one, very cool to find. I don't want to say too much. I know that I have a feeling that it might be quite rare, this Swedish DVD. I don't know exactly how much it might be worth. Maybe anyway, I'm gonna watch this for sure and hope and probably enjoy it. Dolph Lundgren. Can't say that I, as a countryman, have any particular opinion more than that he's done some shitty action movies. I shouldn't say that. I haven't really seen a lot of his movies. Okay, that's it. A lot of really cool stuff. Let's do a bit of a summary here. If I can get them all in frame. I just was told by my phone that I have a low battery, so I gotta wrap this up. But I mean, look at all that stuff. Like $20 for this, $25. That's a crazy good deal for all these interesting, unique, hard to find titles. I couldn't believe my luck today. I tried. I did have a second look. Maybe I missed something, and maybe I did. Maybe there was something else there, because they do have quite a lot of DVDs now in the store, which is good. But I've never found so much genre stuff at the same time at that store. So this was cool, really fun. Thank you so much for watching. Any thoughts are welcomed in the comment section, and bye bye.